Legal expert Rich Schoenstein for more analysis and context. Thank you so much for speaking with us. And now that Maduro has been officially charged, what comes next in this case?
Well, this case is going to proceed like any other criminal prosecution. That's my big takeaway from the proceeding this morning. They waived speedy trial. They waived reading of the indictment. They pled not guilty. And now the next stage of this case is going to be the defendants wanting the evidence that the government has against them so they can begin to prepare for trial. You may see some other things. They didn't make a bail application at this morning's proceeding, but they reserve the right to do so in the future. I don't know if they will. I don't know if they'll seek dismissal of the indictments based on various arguments they may make concerning their international status or potential deficiencies in the indictment. They could make motions, but you're going to move into the motions and discovery phase of this prosecution.
Rich, what do prosecutors need to prove to get a conviction?
Well, think of this case, this is a conspiracy case against people who allegedly are on the top of a very broad, very vast conspiracy to pump drugs into the United States, both to sell drugs and to do harm in the United States. And they're really going to need to prove that those high-ranking government officials were involved in and responsible for those activities. And as you know from a lot of cases you cover, it's really hard to get the people at the top.
Legal expert Richard Schoenstein, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
In March of 2020 during the first Trump administration, and the superseding indictment unsealed Saturday adds new co-defendants and alleges that for more than 25 years, Maduro and his associates partnered with drug cartels to distribute cocaine to the U.S. As we take a look at the convoy leading to the Metropolitan Detention Center, giving you a live look from Chopper 2 right now, can you tell us what will it take to prove this case? What will it take to get a conviction here?
Well, obviously, you've just outlined a massive case, both in scope and time frame. It goes back 25 years. It's talking about Maduro being at the head of an organization in an effort to pump drugs into the United States, both for profit and to do harm in the United States. And it's going to have to prove that that was happening, that he was active, that he was engaged in that effort, that he conspired with others. We don't know yet if any of the additional co-defendants, other than his wife, are going to be brought into the United States and made part of these proceedings, or if they'll be available as witnesses. But it's a very hard case to prove because it is so extensive in time and scope.
And Rich, this is going to take a long time. I mean, March 17th is the status hearing, but how long do you think until the trial starts and we get to the end of this?
I would be surprised, very surprised to see a trial in the year 2026. I think you're at least into next year. By the time you get through the discovery process, preliminary motions, pre-trial motions like we've seen in some recent cases, this is going to be a long process. They waived the speedy trial right. So I think you're going to be in 2027 before you see a trial in this case.
All right. Well, we really appreciate your insight. Rich Schoenstein, legal expert. Rich, thank you very much.
And let's get